Truffle. Okay, let's get Miss Live here. Boom. Okay, let me get the speaker off. Running just a minute behind. I apologize about that. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, trying to get everything done and ready. There's been a lot of stuff going on. So first of all, I want to say welcome, Wonder Woman. Gunthy, hey, good to see you in the chat there, sir. I want to move the chat so I'm not looking so far away. Okay, that looks a little bit better here. Okay. Hey, John Kelly, nice seeing you. Very, very nice. So welcome to the stream and everything. Trying to get back on board to do this a little bit more often. I was supposed to, I guess, scheduled to be streaming last Wednesday. I did not. Just had a ton of stuff going on. And it's just a ton. Today was my 24th day at work in a row. We'd have temperature changes, and because I am the maintenance director, and anytime we were in single digits overnight, I had to actually go in the next day, make sure the properties, everything else was actually working. And once I get there, I just get stuck there for a while. So, but with that and it getting warmer, I have the next 4 days off, so I can get things caught up, which is going to be really, really nice. So, Pepper Poppy, nice to see you in the chat. Welcome, welcome. So, but yeah, this is awesome. And so cool. Welcome to the chat. Trying to think everything I have going on. A little bit worried about tonight. Just trying to do it because I set this up going to, okay, I just released a video that Philly B and I did just a little while back, and then finally got to edit it and get that out, which was really, really cool. Awesome tasting taco sauce. So yeah, if you can try it, the recipe and everything, try that. That was great. I had to do a little bit of a modification. If you look at the recipe, we only had in the video a certain amount of water on that, but if you look at the recipe in the description, we added a little bit more water in there. Reason being is when it went into the bottle and it cooled down temperature, it got a little bit thicker than what we wanted. But other than that, taste is excellent. Been put it on taco meat, mixing that in as I'm cooking everything up. It's awesome flavors. So very, very cool on that. So Dan, you got Philly B's picture, but you got Dan Steele's. I don't know what login that is, if that's you, Philly. Oh, but yeah, very, very cool. But I'm going to say a little bit worried tonight because I've done absolutely no prep. Wrong profile. Okay. I figured that because it still got your ugly mug on there, but yeah. Oh, yeah. That's his online profile for all those those dating apps. Ooh, don't tell his wife. No, I'm just joking. Just joking. Oh, I don't know. Dan Steele. That's like those romance novels guys, right? Okay, let's go here. And the reason I'm doing this just a prep because I'm going to go over a couple sauces, and I kind of mentioned them in a previous video, but these are ones that Philly B actually sent me in his Christmas package and everything. I'm really, really looking forward to them. Didn't pay attention exactly what was in them. I know he mentioned it, but I didn't actually pay attention until I started looking at the ingredients. And this is stuff that he made with all his chocolate warthogs. So, yeah, very much looking at trying that and seeing if that's starting to tear me up tonight. So, but we are all good. So let's just go ahead and we'll jump into the first one here. So, yeah, we are all cool. And first one here is his Old Bay. I'm trying to remember. I've had his Old Bay sauce before. I do not recall the flavor. I know it's enjoyable. But this one right here is his hot version. And his ingredients that he has in here, which is cool, which is water, distilled white vinegar, chocolate, warthog peppers, tomato paste, white sugar, lemon juice, zest, spices, and that special ingredient, which is refrigerate after opening. So awesome ingredient. I love that one. But no, very, very, very cool. So Yeah, that's what I thought that you said that those warthogs did come from Clayton. So he'll enjoy somebody burning up from him. So he, Clayton has a love of seeing people. Oh, and I took that little thing off there, burning up. So there we go. Oop, you know what? We're opening this up, and I didn't shake this here. So let's go ahead and shake this. So now, yeah, with his warthogs, I know he is really working on refining that specific phenotype that he has, and I think it's a second year phenotype, an F2 for that chocolate warthog. I don't quote me because I could be wrong, but I think he really wants to refine and create that and get actually even more heat over that in these next coming grow seasons. So very, very cool. So let's go ahead. We're going to try the Old Bay. All right. Yay. So got to see with the camera here. We can see. Yep. Got a spoonful right there. Let's give it a try. You get vinegar, and then immediately is followed up by that chocolate warthog. And then right after the burn, what's interesting is this one you actually have the spices and the flavors and the seasonings and everything. Excuse me, eyes itching. Just very, very come out and kind of fill up the whole flavor. That's actually very, very good. Very hot. But this is, I don't know, this is why Philly Bee has some excellent sauces. Because when you use really super hot peppers, a lot of sauces I find all of a sudden it's just heat and that's it. But overall, even though we like super hot peppers, or I like super hot peppers, super hot peppers, flavor is king. And to have an excellent super hot flavored sauce and still have the flavor and the spices, the seasonings and everything come out, very, very nice. Very hot, very, very hot, because it is burning. But yeah, just the seasoning, the flavor, that is awesome. That's actually very, very good. Don't know exactly how many people I can share this with just because of the heat level in it, but it's not joking on the heat level. And then, like I said, initially you have that vinegar just for a split second, then the warthog heat, and then it's followed up by just the spices and the flavor. That's very good. Very, very good. I am liking that. So, very good. You got a winner here, good sir. So, what we got here? Oh. What would be an estimated Scoville level in that thing? That is a very good question. I really don't. Not being a pepper season, and I am months out of actually eating super hot peppers, so my rating's down. But with that one, let's see. I would rate that. Oh, wow. Now I'm going to be held accountable for a number here. That would be, because I've had other things too. The Flavor X. Okay, just to pick a rough number, I would say maybe 150,000, and I'm not quite sure. Maybe a little bit lower than that. And I'm going to say lower than that because I think it feels hotter. My tolerance is just not there right now, so it feels a lot hotter. But I would say probably between 125, 150,000. And I'm just throwing out rough numbers because the Scoville scale is what you're used to and everything, and it's very, very subjective. So, and that's just my opinion on that. So, okay, but that is actually good. Um, but yeah. Yeah, that would actually be very good pairing with the fish and seafood there, Phil. It's just, I don't know, just the incredible, the flavors that come out of the whole thing, which is just excellent. So very good on that. So what else? What else do I got going on? I'm hoping to get, oh, my mind's just going 20 million miles an hour. Extremely tired. I am ready for bed already. Been a long, long day. But yeah, I have tomorrow with me being off. I'm going to be editing some more videos that I've shot, trying to get stuff put up ahead of the game. And I am also shooting. I've wrote a couple scripts out for just kind of promotion for my sauces that I've not really promoted that much outside of just like the live stream and a little bit on my videos to get my name and brand out there because I am going to try to push that a lot more this year. So that is actually what my goal is, and I'll probably throw some out there trying to get people's opinions on that too. But I want to try to really start promoting myself a little bit more on this here too. So really, you got that sauce after. You got the after we got that sauce, trial tribulations. It was frozen when you got it there. Awesome. Hopefully it's thawed out and you got to actually try it, and hopefully it was worth the wait there, man. So I'm hoping. So, it, excuse me, but yeah, we sent a bottle. I don't normally ship out of the country, but Gunther had been awesome and everything too. And first of all, I want to shout out. He actually did, and I had to do like a translation, but he had a video where he was on trying to doing hot sauce tastings and stuff like that, interview and stuff, which was very, very cool. So that was actually really good to see. I enjoyed seeing that. I had to actually do a translation, and I hope the translation is correct because I have enough trouble with English. Trying to translate sometimes a little bit fun, but yeah, it's very, very cool. So hopefully it's thawed out and you try it and it is decent. So hopefully it's worth the wait. But yeah, I had trouble getting there because I sent him a package a little while ago. It just never arrived. I didn't keep the tracking information or anything like that. And then just after a while, I just sent another one and made sure we had the tracking and everything. So, and he finally received it. So that is awesome. And Pepper Poppy, hey, that's not a problem. I appreciate everything you've done, Pepper Poppy. Shout out is just a little, just the least I can actually do. Just being able to try different peppers, what you're creating, and everything like that. That is just awesome. So I appreciate what everybody's done, and just giving the basic little shout outs is just the least I can do. So you guys are awesome, and the whole community is awesome. And okay, we'll get that open by next week. And yeah, I'm curious to see what it is. And hopefully, it didn't change anything by being frozen. I don't think it would be, but you never know. Okay, I think the burn's pretty gone out of my mouth. Let's go ahead and have some. And yeah, if you got some more awesome crosses this year, that would be excellent. So I would love to be. Yeah, I'd be interested in seeing what you're doing too, because trying just new stuff is amazing. So I have no fingernails, so these things are hard to open. But second bottle here that we're going to do is his Truffle Shuffle. So, oh my gosh. Trying to get this open. I have no fingernails. There we go. Well, it almost opened. Let me make sure this is thumbed up here. Oh, interesting. So you got the crosses with your Pheno 2 Warthog, with your Lanthy, and Chocolate Primatoli, the Chocolate MA Warthog. I figured we're going to see some crosses, honestly, between the Chocolate Primatoli and the Warthog. So I figured that was something that's definitely going to be coming. So, oh, this is great. This is great. I'm doing this on an empty stomach too. And then Philly just said that it's a big step up in heat. Great, thank you. So, but this one here, let's go over the ingredients. Is Water, red wine vinegar, chocolate warthog peppers, roasted onions, garlic, red bell peppers, Cajun seasoning, fermented black garlic, black, sorry, black and white truffle oil, MSG, monosodium glutamate, and that other spice, which is that refrigerate after opening. So yeah, but yeah, it's the cool thing here, not to try to get sidetracked and stuff like that, is I watch a lot of cooking videos, and some of my downtimes is kind of playing off to the side while I'm working. And I don't know, Uncle Roger, just some of his different things he's done, and his critiques of other people, especially making different fried rices, and just the love of MSG. Um, so when I see that, I always think about that first off. So it's very, very cool. And yes, and actually, Phil, I will agree with what you said there. Is the variegated warthog? That does sound awesome. Just looking, would see what the plant type is, the pepper looks like, and everything. So that is very, very cool. But let's go ahead and let's try this one. Hopefully, this one doesn't kill me, Phil. Oop, almost came out too fast. Okay. So, and I'm making a mess already. Okay. Let's see if you can see this in the camera. I got the camera like right in front of me, so you can see that in the sauce. Go ahead and let's give it a try. Ooh. That had a... I'll just hit the chair right there. You can kind of get the flavor and everything of that right up front. So how do you actually want to describe this? The black garlic and the red wine vinegar is something I kind of got a hint of right up front. Then after a few seconds, you can tell the chocolate warthog just sets right in. And then it kind of has like a smoother flavor during the burn, which is to me is going to be the truffle oil. And the reason I can kind of pick that out, and maybe a little bit with the up front with the truffle oil, but not so much, but more after the burn, getting the truffle oil. Excuse me. I'm not a big fan of truffles or truffle oil, so that flavor does come out to me. Now this sauce, not a bad sauce. Not to knock this sauce off. It has a very, very good flavor. Not the biggest fan of the truffle oil, but with that smooths out the burn when it starts to flow in, and it just kind of flows at that particular point. At this point, it's kind of went down, and then I just have the warthog burn now. So yeah, so the initial, just a few couple seconds, you don't have the black garlic, the red wine vinegar, a little bit of the truffle oil. The warthog pepper just kind of comes right in, ramps up the heat pretty fast on that. Yeah, because you can tell this is a lot higher burn level, a lot longer lasting burn level, just intensity. But it is just kind of mellowed out and smoothed out with that truffle oil. It kind of comes on a little bit later for me. And then it's kind of gone away, and then you just have that burn. It is a lingering, strong burn. So, yeah, so that one's hot. Excuse me. Yeah, because that's all, and the burn too. Burns a little bit. The warthogs and everything to me is there's more of a front half burn in the mouth. So I got my tongue, the front half of the actual mouth, round top, lower, but nothing in the very back, which is really good. These sauces, nothing's hit me real on my back. So very cool. Yeah, John Kelly, you love truffle? Yeah, man, I think truffle is one of those things that either you like it or hate it. Don't know. And I apologize, not trying to knock anything, but it's like I tried those truffle sauces, and yeah, just not a fan of those at all. Just did not care for that flavor or anything of how it was actually set up. But hey, like I said, everybody's just palate's different, what they like, don't like, and hey, to each their own. We can't all be the same, so otherwise that'd be boring if we were all the same. So, but yeah, that is definitely hotter. I haven't I haven't dropped any tears or anything like that, but it is a lot hotter. Um, so it is a good step up above what the other one was. I will give you that, Phil. So, but yeah, too, just with the burn, and I know I've said this to my son and everything like that. I think the burn is just a mind over matter type thing. Once you get past that initial shock of the burn, you just have to actually convince yourself it's not actually real. It's just tripping your senses and stuff like that in your mouth. So, uh, um, now the cap cramps, if you get those later, those are definitely real. But yeah, once you kind of get past the nine saying it's not actually real, it kind of goes away for you. So, I don't know. That's just me. So, excuse me. I got and I hope I'm not sounding funny. My sinuses have kind of been messed up. We went from single digits over the weekend to 40 degrees on Monday. Tuesday we were 60. Yeah, we hit 62 degrees here Wednesday, and then the nights we've been at freezing. So we've kind of been all over the place, the temperature, and my sinuses have taken a hit on that. So, um, yeah, that'll work there. So yeah, good sauce. So we'll get that here. I like these. Once again, I don't know if I can who I share these with. It'd be Doug. So, oh, I know Doug's been swamped. I haven't actually got to be with him in a couple months here now. He's just been swamped with his work, what he's doing, um, and everything. So we'll get together here soon, and I'll see if I can try to burn him up too. So, but yeah, let's do the last one here, and I saved this one for the last, and this is the Mumble Biatch. I thought I was smart initially by saving this to as the last, thinking, oh, it's gonna be honey, it's gonna be sweet. But then he also has the hot in here, and I'm going to probably say this is probably not going to be. It's going to have the sweetness, but it's probably going to be super hot too. Especially depending on what kind of super hot pepper powder he's actually used in here. So, and I apologize with the peppers and everything. My nose is running just a little bit, so let me. Not the best on the stream, but sorry about that. But this one here, I'm actually hoping this is going to sweeten everything up here. So, okay, so in this one, we're going to have clover honey, super hot pepper powder, apple cider vinegar, and that no refrigeration required. Ooh, we got a new spice in this one, so very cool. But okay, yeah, that'd actually be cool to see the pictures of the seedlings and stuff like that, especially if they're variegated. Yeah, I would love to see that. That'd be awesome. And this is all chocolate super hots in this honey. Ooh, very nice. So, and the funny thing is, I don't know if everybody's got to see my last video when I was talking about this stuff. Philly B has a nice bit of humor on here. And you see that here. It has a sticker on the side. I'll try to see it there. It says, for rectal use only. Yeah, okay. Not doing that one, especially on the live stream. Okay, I charge for that kind of stuff. Just remember that later. Okay, so it's Warthog, Primatali, Reaper, and I think Ghost were in that batch. So, cool. Okay, well, let's open this up on here. And squeeze this one out. Let's give this one a try. That's a beautiful dark color. So, whoa, 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 I'm dripping. Apparently, I don't know how to hold a spoon correctly. I caught it this time, though. All right. Let's go ahead and give this one a try. You got that honey flavor, everything right there. And you definitely can tell it's got a pepper powder in here. What? Yeah, let's try phone sting in here. Trying to figure out the burns. Sorry, I don't want to have to do this again. I don't know if I had cleaned my palate enough since the last one, but this is definitely a super hot, and it's kind of all over the place. So this burn, it got that sweetness the honey kind of threw out, and then all that pepper and everything just kind of kicks in, and with all those mixtures of peppers that you have, it is a complete all mouth burn. So, oh, cool. So, we got that. Hey, Chili Eskimo, how you doing, good sir? Welcome to the stream. Hot honeys are awesome. That's hot. It's just kind of a mixture, and like I said, the other two, more of a mouth front of the mouth and everything burn. This is an all mouth burn, and it's actually starting to get towards the back of the throat. So, very, very, very cool. That's actually good. That is actually very good. My phone is dinging here. I'm sorry. I'm on with work. I am. Oh, okay. Well, constantly have to check my phone. Even though I have days off, I'm on call 24/7, 7 days a week. So, any emergencies, I have to take care of that. So, but yeah, I did phone one of those beeps and stuff like that was Pepper Poppy just sending that picture and everything. Okay, well, let's take a look. I don't have any way of transferring this, but I'll throw this up on Instagram and everything too. I don't know if anybody kind of see that. Kind of variegated. Actually, I think my camera, my green screen is kind of throwing that off just a little bit. So, but yeah, there's his seedlings for his warthog, a very variegated warthog. So, and they kind of got like a split, not whitish, but they're yellow green. Look yellowish with green flecks. So very, very cool. So, yeah, John, I don't really have days off. I have to specifically, like when I take vacation, my phone was pretty much disabled except for a couple people specifically, like my regional and also the VP of maintenance for the company. Those calls and everything like that. Other than that, I try to not answer the phone for anything like that. But yeah, even when I was in Hawaii, I had to actually field a few calls. So, but yeah, very nice. So yeah, and hopefully, like I said, with me working the last 24 days, I'm gonna have a nice, quiet 4-day weekend this weekend, and I'm gonna try to enjoy that. Oh, yeah, working 7 days a week is not fun. It does wear you down trying to do everything else too. So it's not fun. So I feel your pain there, John. Yeah, that would be cool. Hey, I would love to see some of the peppers and try to compare and everything this year too. So um, that would actually be great because I know one thing I'm going to be doing um, this year, especially with my peppers. I'm actually cutting down my garden to like half its size. I'm going to be really specific on what I'm growing because I grow so many extra peppers just because I like them. Peppers, they're kind of freezer. I need to put them into powder and things, but there's a lot of them that are just way extra. I'm going to try to refine everything down because there's a lot of stuff going on this year, especially with looking for property in North Carolina, trying to get everything set up, done, trying to get my house ready to sell, get the house my parents are in ready to sell, and just trying to get everything like that too. So, and then also still trying to do the videos, up my quality, and everything else like that. So I'm going to try to cut down just a couple things. So, and Pepper Poppy, how many hours are your shifts? I don't really have shifts. I get to work normally between 7:30 and 8 o'clock in the morning, and depends on when my day ends. Um, Sometimes I can get out of there at 3. Excuse me, my nose is running. This is hot. Other days, it depends on when things get done. Now, my building's not like a normal building. I actually work for a Spectrum Retirement Services. So basically, I have assisted living facilities that take care of. So there's a lot of things that we have to make sure that we have running for all the residents that are there and the neat things too. So they can range from all times. Now, I do change up when I work sometimes because there are days where I have to be up on ladders, lights, doing electrical, painting, stuff like that, where I can't do it during the day. So I will switch my shifts and I will come in later and then work through the night until we get stuff done. Because without everybody roaming the halls, then I can actually get a lot of stuff done, especially on the building where it's high traffic. So I don't know, it kind of ranges. And then for the week, honestly, anywhere on average between, I want to say lower 50s to 60 hours on average. So it kind of changes. But here's the thing too. I mean, it's not like, oh my God, I gotta work so many hours. I have a responsibility to me to take care of these residents because they need a lot of things, and even basic things that we take for granted that we can fix easily. They can't, like just watching cable, trying to make sure their TVs work properly. I mean, that sounds like it's so simple and trivial, and we don't have to worry about it, but that is something that's very, very important to them, and constantly trying to get that, and especially if you are older generations trying to use technology and TVs and everything else like that, trying to get them to work. And the other thing too, just making sure all the appliances are working, washers, dryers, lights, everything is just functioning in the building on that too. But the other things that they don't see is the wet systems, dry systems, gas, walking attics, making sure everything's freezing, roofs, everything that just in the building. There's a lot of stuff goes on. So, but yeah, to me, just making sure we take care of the residents is actually the most important. So it's not really an hourly thing. Like I said, it does get tiring and stuff, but I want to make sure that they're taken care of because also too, we're not the amount that these residents pay for the care and service and everything like that is a pretty penny. So I feel it's also my obligation to make sure that everything is perfect for them when they're there. So, oh, we're all good there. Is Clayton signing up for assisted living soon? I don't know how to actually take that because Clayton is actually younger than I am. So, okay. So, I don't know how to take that comment. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Clayton just had his birthday. He just had his 50th. So, Oh. Don't do rings. Yeah. Yeah, onion rings. So yeah. Oh. Yeah, if Clayton's actually lying and stuff like that, yeah, that was his 50th birthday that we were at last year. And yeah, that's a few years younger than I am. But that's all good. Oh, okay. But no, actually, we're all good. And sorry, I kind of got sidetracked on my work stuff there. But yeah, I love answering the questions and anything like that. So you guys are awesome. But yeah, if there's, I have a ton more sauces I got to actually do from Philly B that I have to figure out how to get things taken care of. Um, what else? I'm trying to think of what else I have going on. Yeah, just besides working on a couple deep dive videos that I have actually wrote scripts for, because normally in my videos, if you notice, I don't have a script. I have a rough idea what I'm doing, maybe a couple bullet points, but I'm trying to script out a lot more stuff that I'm doing. I actually want to change my videos and actually have a lot of higher quality videos, different shots, different things I've been trying to learn do. So hopefully we will see a nice progression of my stuff over here in the next year. So but yeah, hey, thank you. Hey, I appreciate that comment, Guffy. I actually like doing these lives, and I think I've mentioned it before because this is my 17th live stream. When I started this, I was like, I have no idea what I'm going to do. Sit here and talk basically to a camera for what now we are at 37 minutes. And to me, I was like, that seems just impossible just to be able to do it. But once I get in here and I start talking to the chat, your reactions, everything like that, everything just flows so fast. And it also gives me an excuse to go through my backlog of hot sauces. So, because I got these that Philly B gave me, I actually still have more that I picked up in Hawaii when I was there. Plus, I have stuff that has been sitting for almost a year that I haven't got to. So, we're starting to get through this pile and everything. So, this is awesome. And John Kelly, you drank too much and you need to go to sleep. So, well, me too. I have been up way too long. It is way past my bedtime. Um, so it's all good. But with that, I just first of all, I just want to say thank you all for being on the live stream. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for commenting, interacting. You guys, the Pepper community, everything is awesome, and I greatly, greatly appreciate you all. So, but I think with that, I'm going to go say good night to you guys. And I'm going to say wish you guys all a very, very good day, and we will see you on the next one. Bye.